Okay, you guys, I have a question and it concerns backyard grapes. So I'm going to walk through the garden here, and this is a part of it right here. You see my leaves here? I'm going to show you a little bit more as I go through the garden here. I just finished watering and I discovered this right here. This is mildew. I forget what it's called, frosted mildew, some kind of mildew. But anyway, this is what happens to all of these leafy vegetables like this. These are some kind of squash, maybe spaghetti squash or something like that. My wife has informed me. So that's what's happening here, and it usually happens all over the garden. After I get some things growing or she gets things growing, it just kind of happens. So these cucumber plants here, they're just about done, so they're getting some of that frosty mildew, so they're on their way out anyway. They produce really well, and the rest of the garden is pretty much kind of finishing up. I have onions and greens down here, things like that. But let's go over here and talk about some backyard grapes. So this grapevine here, I cut back, but since I have the reputation I do about maintaining my garden, I didn't cut it back all the way, and it started to grow and it started producing some more grapes. And actually I just had a bunch of them, and they're actually really good thus far. But what would happen before is these grapes would grow and they would start turning black. Here are a few down here, and actually they would start looking something like this very early on. I did everything I could do to take care of the mildew and everything, and it really wasn't working. So I just got kind of fed up, and I do what I normally do when I get fed up with stuff like that. I just cut it back, thinking I'm going to just cut it all the way out and it'll start all over. I didn't cut it all the way back because I left some, and then my reputation for leaving things growing as I get busy with life and everything is what happened. So my question is, it's a legitimate question. Do you think I should go ahead and cut it back now all the way and start all over? Or I can start trying to treat the soil again for this frosty mildew and see if I can handle it this time, because these grapes actually look pretty good. I'm surprised. I was going to go ahead and cut it all the way back, get rid of these, but they actually turned out good. Now right here, that's what I was talking about. Some of the grapes would turn like that early on and it would just mess up everything, but as you can see around it, there aren't very many like that. In this batch down here, those looks really good. So I'm going to let those ripen up a little bit more, and I'm going to take them inside and I'm going to munch on them. So if you guys could maybe leave a thought in the comment about what you think about starting all over. Now you can see this little bunch right here, it's having some on it. It's starting to turn black right there. So like I said, I don't know if I should go ahead and cut these back and start treating it. Maybe I can start again. There's a little bit right here on this little black one right there that's actually turning black and everything. But before, that's what all the grapes look like. So I don't know, I'm torn. These grapes are good. Here's another little bit right here that's actually doing some things. So all you grape people out there, if you got a solution or something like that, or a suggestion, let me know in the comments, because otherwise, after I get all the good grapes off of here, I will cut this thing back in a heartbeat, because you can see how I neglected it. I haven't did the grass around it or anything, and I'm usually pretty good about that. It's my wife who doesn't like to do any weeding. Don't tell her I said that, but it's true. But I take care of most of the weeding and she takes care of most of the planting. So I think we can work it out pretty well. But you can see there's more back there. So like I said, it's good looking plant thus far. Grapes aren't too bad. There are a few more down here, down there. And like I said, I've just kind of neglected it, but it decided to grow some on its own. It's a good thing, but in the comments, let me know what you think, and we'll let you know what I decide to do after some of you guys maybe make a comment. If not, then maybe I can show the destruction of this grape plant so I can start all over again. But like I said, grapes are really good. So if I can keep them, won't be a bad idea, but I do need some suggestions because I'm just all over the place with trying to take care of things like I'm supposed to, because there's only a million other things that I need to really do. And I've come to the conclusion that if you're going to garden, you really got to be into it 100%. Otherwise, things get neglected, just like you've seen me neglect my garden. So anyway, look forward to your comments, and we'll see you next time.